Hi, welcome to episode number 31 of W.M.S.T podcast. Let's introduce you to the cast tonight. We've got the finally returning, the man from State Farm, Tyler. What up, Tyler?
The Browns are gonna win on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, your Browns
Your State Farm commercials are annoying as shit, okay?
I don't watch cable, so I don't get it.
Damn.
I don't
And
care about your stupid ass C-set.
and we've got everybody's favorite weirdo and mine, Cam. What up, Cam?
How did Jericho talking about champagne become a meme?
Because he's the GOAT, that's why. And y'all know that's true.
I mean, not really, but okay.
Yeah. And we've got the editor-in-chief, Ziggler. What up, Ziggler?
What's up? It's nice to be here this fine midnight, and yeah, let's do this. It's nighttime here, so yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's get this episode started.
Good morning.
Good morning. As always, I am your host, Syed. And let's kick off our episode talking about AEW All Out, the pay-per-view that happened this past Saturday. And personally, for me, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was a lot of good collection of matches showing off different divisions in AEW. One thing I noticed about the show, and I think it can be a good thing or bad thing. I don't know in the long run if it's a good thing, but I felt like AEW is very top heavy, meaning I feel like a lot of the undercard matches weren't that good, but they were serviceable. But the top matches really, really stole the show. Of course, the match that really stood out to me was the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. That ladder match was the best ladder match I've seen in a really long time. Spot after spot, like that match was crazy. Like if you're a fan of hardcore matches and just crazy spots, you're gonna love that match. The AAA titles were on the line. Like some of my favorite spots included the simultaneous suicide dives they did on the table to the outside, and then one of the Lucha Bros and one of the Young Bucks leapt off the ladder uh, onto a table with the other brother. Like that spot was crazy, and of course the Canadian Destroyer onto a ladder. That I mean, I was cringing a bit when I was watching that. I was like, man, how are they taking these spots? But I mean, that's what the Young Bucks are known for, high flying and risk taking. And of course, the Lucha Bros ended up retaining the title, which I thought was fine. And uh, they're strong champions, of course. And overall, it was a classic match. I really loved that match. And of course, we had the LAX uh, making an appearance after the match ended, attacking both tag teams. So that's a really, really awesome addition to their tag team. So AEW's tag division is looking really nice now. And of course, the main event was Chris Jericho versus Adam Page for the AEW title. The match was it was a pretty good match. Of course, it wasn't a classic because it had to follow up from that ladder match, and I didn't think they can do it, but it was fine for what it was. Uh, Chris Jericho became the first AEW champion, and I think this is the first time I've seen him use his new finisher. I think it's called like Judah's elbow or something like that. It's kind of
effect.
the Judah's effect, yeah. It's kind of a weird finisher. Like it doesn't have much impact on it. It kind of makes sense why he chose that as his finisher because he's probably declining in athleticism, so he makes it up with having a finisher he can perform more easily than the code breaker. So, I mean, I was like,
Does he
is
even
that
do the walls of Jericho anymore?
I didn't see him do that in that match, but I
Yeah,
think it's still that.
he did it in the match.
Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, I forgot.
But
Yeah,
Adam Page got to the ropes, I think. So
yeah. But yeah, and that's how the show ended with Chris Jericho winning the AEW title. Uh, I think this was maybe a notch below Double or Nothing, but it was still a really fun pay-per-view. And I'm gonna bring back the rankings. So if I were to give this pay-per-view a score out of 10, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think this was really a great show, and I think they're still carrying a lot of momentum uh, towards their television debut on TNT October 2nd. And Ziggler, what did you think about the show, your standout matches, and your overall score for the pay-per-view?
yeah, I mean, I like you were saying, the match order was like kind of weird, but like all the matches they put in, like the first like few matches of the pay-per-view were the matches I was looking forward to the most, like the Pac and Kenny Omega and the triple threat match and the SCU match. It was just weird, like they just got that all out of the way quick, but there were still great matches nonetheless. Pac versus Kenny Omega, not a lot of people are talking about that. It was a good match. It was a good 20-something minute match. I wish it went longer, of course. And I'm pretty sure I heard something about like their Pac and Kenny Omega were like upset. Were like upset backstage after the match. So because they wanted more time and they couldn't have like more time to do some of the more spots they wanted to do. So that kind of sucks. But again, that still opens for another rematch in maybe the next few months, maybe a year from now. I don't know. These two can go all fucking year. Like they have matches like every week. I don't give a fuck. They're the two greatest wrestlers today. So yeah, but that match was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. Um, and then that ladder match, probably the best ladder match I've ever seen. Maybe. I don't know. There are a lot of ladder matches, so yeah, but this was a great match. This was a great ladder match. I mean, the man did a Canadian destroyer of a ladder onto a table. Like, what the fuck? I mean, were you expecting that shit? I mean, I know we were expecting some crazy shit in this match, but like not like that. Like, holy fuck. But yeah. I also love that triple threat. It was crazy and pretty hardcore, so I love that. Um, Joey Janela and Darby Allin just killed themselves, which was fun to watch. But yeah, it was fun to watch. It was a fun match. I kind of wanted Darby Allin to get the win, but I have no problem with Jimmy Havoc though. He's good, and yeah, if I were to give this a rating, probably be a 7.5 out of 10.
Sounds good. And Cam, your thoughts on the pay-per-view and your favorite match?
Now, I didn't get a chance to watch any wrestling from that particular day. I didn't watch Takeover Cardiff and I didn't watch All Out, but I did hear a lot of positive stuff about both shows. Cardiff I'll get to, but All Out, it was mostly the more top heavy matches, like a title match, the triple threat match, and the ladder match for the tag titles. It was mostly those matches that I've had that got the most love from them. But I did see a ton of clips like Darby Allin pulling out a skateboard with thumbtacks on the bottom, and damn near killing himself with a Cracker Barrel barrel. I'm fully convinced that this man has a death wish now. And there was the ladder match, the Canadian Destroyer spot, LAX showing up, and the main event with Jericho winning the world title. Now, I figured that Jericho was gonna win the world title. It would be better to put it on someone that's recognizable over trying to build up somebody new. But they have all year to build up Hangman. And I just forgot about the Cody Shawn Spears match. Other than that, that's about it from my observations. Oh, and I feel so like I'm right for the 88th time again. I'm right that Punk didn't show up. How stupid do some of you feel, huh? Oh, and finally, Orange Cassidy is the coolest wrestler alive.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that. And before we move on to the next topic, can we talk a little bit about how weird it was seeing the AEW title being stolen this past week? Like, that whole fiasco was kind of crazy. Like, and then they ended up finding the title on the side of the road in Florida, Ziggler, in Tallahassee. What do you have to say about that?
How do you find a title belt on the side of the freaking street?
I mean, I may or may have, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Ziggler's a culprit because he's in Florida.
I mean, hey, Tallahassee is a few hours from me, so
Oh, okay, never mind.
more
I
than a
can't
few
relate
hours. It's
since
like I'm like South Florida, Tallahassee's in the fucking panhandle of Florida, so.
Damn. But yeah, they ended up kind of spinning it into like a angle of sorts, so that's fine. I don't know. It's so weird. I think it was misplaced rather than stolen, and I guess it just ended up on the street somehow. I don't know why somebody would just leave it on the side of the road.
I mean, it was in a bag though, so.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, who's the sweaty mark back to try to steal the thing and try to pawn it off at a pawn shop, and then they got guilty, so they just decided, no, I'll just leave it here. No,
A random person picked it up. He didn't even know anything about wrestling and put it on Craigslist, I think.
Yeah, and then wrestling fans started calling him. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Then he turned into the
report
police.
this. Yeah.
Like, how would you basically break into the thing, though? Or was it like misplaced luggage? Like, I'm hearing things about misplaced luggage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly talk about NXT UK Takeover Cardiff before the All Out event. It was pretty damn good. It definitely was an improvement and definitely was better than Takeover Blackpool in January. When in the open challenge with let's start with the beginning. Noam Dar versus Travis Banks. I mean, it was alright. I don't know why they kicked the show off with that match. I mean, they really should have kicked off the show with either the tag team triple threat match or the Cesaro versus Ilya Dragunov, but you know. So, yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, the match was kind of boring between Banks and Dar. I barely paid attention, but yeah. Anyways, get on to the great stuff. Dragunov versus Cesaro. Man, when Eli Dragunov accepted Cesaro's open challenge, it was fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be a great match. And it did not disappoint. It was so good. It was hard hitting. It was just a fun match. And Cesaro is still, in my opinion, one of, if not the best wrestler in WWE right now. And it just kills me how he's being treated on the main roster. It sucks. It really does suck. And then after that match was I want to say the triple threat tag team match. I'm pretty sure that was after, but yeah, triple threat tag team match was fucking crazy too. It was so good. Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster would eventually take the win after Mark Andrews literally kicked out of everything. It was just a fun match, and I recommend that match to anyone. It was just a fun tag team match, and it was pretty incredible. And then we had Mark Coffey. No, is it Joe or Mark? Was it Joe Coffey? I think it was Joe Coffey, actually. Yeah, fuck if I know. Joe Coffey versus Dave Mastiff. It was an alright last man standing match. I mean, they broke the fucking turnbuckle like the first minute, which was crazy. But yeah, and then for the rest of the match, they were like in like the crowd and like at ringside, and then it ended with them both falling off like this off something, I don't know, like a stage and then onto tables. Um, so yeah, and then Joe Coffey got the win. But yeah, it was still a fun last man standing match, and after that was Tony Storm versus shit, what's her name? Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship, and it was alright. And well, I didn't really watch this match actually, so I can't even say anything about it. I just know that Kaylee Ray won, so yeah, I guess that's good. I don't know. I mean, I like Tony Storm. I don't know about Kaylee Ray though. I don't know. Then we get to the fucking main event, and holy fuck, that main event, bruh. Walter versus Tyler Bate, one of the best main events I've seen in such a long time. It was just spectacular, superb. I mean, these two men went to war. It was fucking insane. Tyler Bate trying to overcome the odds. Big strong boy indeed. My God, it was so good. It was such a great match. It went on for 40 minutes. I didn't care. I was cheering in my house. I was like, "Holy fuck!" when some shit happened. I mean, I knew this match was gonna be great going in, but not this great. This was phenomenal. Like, holy shit. I didn't. I mean, yeah, like I said, I was expecting a great match, but not a match like this. And it was so good. It deserves like 5 or 6 stars, man. That was fucking incredible. So, yeah. My overall rating for this show will probably be an 8.5 out of 10. It was such a great show, and but definitely Walter versus Tyler Bate did steal the show. Did steal the weekend. It stole the weekend, I believe. Bucks versus Lucha Bros was a close second, but I had to give it to Walter versus Tyler Bate to steal the weekend. So yeah, back to you, Syed.
All right. So with that, let's move on to our next topic. Uh, so here's a quick update for the King of the Ring tournament. So for the matches on Raw, we had Baron Corbin beat Cedric Alexander, and he's moving on to the finals. And then we had a Samoa Joe versus Ricochet, which ended in a no contest. So what's going to be happening for the semifinals is it's going to be Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe versus Ricochet in a triple threat match. So I mean, I guess that's going to be pretty cool. Kind of an unexpected finish. And we had Elias beat Ali, which was also another unexpected win. I thought Ali would go further, but it is what it is. That's another thing I like about the King of the Ring tournament so far. It's been really unpredictable. And we had Chad Gable beat Andrade, which was the best match from both shows, in my opinion. And I'm really happy to see Chad Gable being given the spotlight. And I kind of hope he goes far in the tournament. We'll see what happens with that. So, Cam, what did you think about the matches this week and your thoughts on the next round?
Say what you will about this tournament, but it sure has been unpredictable. I mean, I'm glad they remedied the situation for the Raw match for Baron Corbin to not get a bye and basically made it a triple threat. And surely I'm surprised that Chad Gable, of all people, is the underdog of this entire tournament. Shorty G is going places.
Yeah, true. And Ziggler, your thoughts on the tournament so far?
I hate that Shorty G thing. That's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard.
Let's all hope that it's not a real thing. It's basically becoming a running gag now.
And it's so stupid that they're making fun of his height. Bitch. When he was standing next to Samoa Joe, he had like a few inches on him. It wasn't like a massive height difference. It was so stupid. But Chad Gable might win it now. I mean, I love Chad Gable. I've loved him since the American Alpha days. So, in NXT, not main roster, because main roster just kind of ruined it. But yeah,
I mean, main roster American Alpha wasn't all that bad. They won the tag titles for SmackDown. Then they got rid of it.
And then he joined the team with Shelton Benjamin, and that was kind of bad.
No, it went nowhere. That's why it was bad.
Yeah, that's why it was bad, because it went nowhere. And did they even win the titles then?
They didn't even win the tag titles.
Yeah,
the only thing I remember
think
is them facing the Usos at last year's Royal Rumble, and that was it.
I mean, even though that's like a good match, it's still, but I really, the triple threat thing next week is, I hope Ricochet wins that. We have like a great match at Clash of Champions between Ricochet and Chad Gable. That's the fucking show stealer. I didn't know I'd want that match until now, but I want that fucking match.
Either there's only also as for Elias, either Owens is gonna get involved here or in the finals.
Yeah,
I hope Elias doesn't get to the finals. I would like Chad Gable versus Ricochet.
It would make more sense for Owens to help out and actually get Gable to win.
Yeah, but Ricochet is still my pick to win this whole thing. So yeah.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because he could end up being King Ricochet at the end of the tournament.
Oh yeah. That'd be dope. Bring that name.
Because that's another thing with the King of the Ring tournament. Like you become the king. You literally get the gimmick after. It's like you win the gimmick kind of thing.
I mean, like King Chad Gable doesn't sound good, but King Ricochet just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, true. All right.
I mean, that's his Twitter handle, for God's sake.
Yeah, true. And here's another piece of news that I wasn't expecting.
Wow, do you even want my opinion?
Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Sean's here.
Who's that?
Yo,
You
Sean,
didn't hear my garage door slam?
No, so what happened was I was looking at my notes. I didn't look at the call, so I didn't know you were here.
I mean, did you even watch any of the King of the Ring matches?
Yeah, I watched some of them.
Oh, which ones?
Okay.
The Gable versus Andrade, the Cesaro versus Joe, the Ricochet versus the Cedric versus Corbin. I really liked.
Okay.
And, yeah. Well, I don't even know who I want to win.
Oh yeah. I want to ask you because I actually didn't know you were here. So yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Wow,
I was gonna introduce you if I knew you were here.
You didn't know I was here either.
No, I was looking at my notes. That's why I didn't know you were here.
I mean, I knew you were here.
Oh, thanks, babe. I think Ricochet is gonna win, or Samoa Joe.
Yeah, those seem like pretty strong contenders to me.
Yeah. So I feel better
now. that was it. That's why you made a big fuss.
Yeah.
Nah, okay. Good thing you told me that because I didn't want to ignore you, obviously. All right, yeah, good thing that Shawn is here. We got a full house tonight. Let's get it. So on to our next topic. This was not something I was expecting to talk about, but Ric Flair is considering suing WWE over Becky Lynch's the quote unquote the man gimmick. I'm actually really confused as to why he waited a year to sue them. Like, she's been doing this gimmick since last year, and all of a sudden he wants to sue them and wants compensation for the use of the gimmick. I have no idea how.
Seth Rollins was the man like a few years ago.
And I don't even know how this thing is
There
even
have
going to
been
be held
many
up in
the
court.
men in wrestling.
I know, right? That's another thing.
Goldberg
Like,
is duh man.
yeah, it's not like a copyrighted phrase either. So I mean, literally anybody can call themselves the man.
And Ric Flair's a nature boy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Buddy
mean,
Rogers is probably
Buddy
looking
Rogers.
for.
It's to be the man. You gotta beat the man. That's why.
I know that's why, but it's
Oh, that's why, you
stupid.
idiot.
Wow, thanks, babe.
I know, but like, yeah, that's another great example. Like, Buddy Rogers' family is probably looking for compensation for Ric Flair using the Nature Boy moniker. But
I mean,
you
he's
know,
gotten so many surgeries and health failures. Maybe he needs the money.
right? Oh, well, that's a plausible point. Maybe he wants to.
Like, no offense to him. I'm just guessing. Like,
Why can't he be cool like Roddy Piper with Ronda Rousey? He gave her his blessing, so I can't just be cool like that.
Yeah, like
Imagine
Shawn
being that
said.
petty.
Yeah, I mean, like Shawn said, maybe he wants the money because maybe he's, having health
Like, you
issues.
got
Maybe he wants more.
money.
I know.
I'm pretty
he
sure.
does.
I'm pretty sure his daughter can help.
That's
Like,
true.
you got money. Ric
And that's
Flair's
another
rip, remember?
True, and I
I'm
think
pretty
that's-
sure his son can. Oh wait, no, he's dead. I'm
shit.
What about David?
Oh, that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. Wait, is that when he killed himself?
That's Reed.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, yeah, why? Yeah, you have two kids. That's what they're there for.
Right, and I mean, even Charlotte is mad at him because it's probably getting her some backstage heat for, her.
This
father.
might be the reason why she
And
doesn't win
him-
10 at Clash.
And Becky Lynch is like one of her best friends.
Yeah, so it's kind of an awkward situation. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes down.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And click on the channel to check out some more awesome videos like our movie and wrestling debates and our interviews with people like the Wrestling Classic and Jordan Jomo from the IGWC. And we are definitely looking into delivering you all some more content in the near future, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And thank you for your support.